Russia has taken another important step towards strengthening its technological sovereignty in semiconductor materials. A Moscow-based company named Lassard has successfully mastered one of the most complex processes in semiconductor production. The company has developed equipment capable of growing gallium arsenide and germanium monocrystals using the vertical gradient freeze method. With this achievement, Lassard has become only the third organization in the world capable of developing and operating such technology. Altitude Addicts, the YouTube channel presenting this analysis, explains that the ability to produce high-quality semiconductor crystals is essential for modern electronics. These materials are fundamental for telecommunications, photonics, advanced computing, and defense technologies. The successful development of this equipment places Russia among a small group of nations capable of independently producing compound semiconductor substrates. This capability significantly strengthens the country's microelectronics ecosystem. The achievement was publicly discussed during a visit to Lassard's production facilities by Maxim Gorshinin. He is widely known for promoting Russian developments in microelectronics and high-technology industries. Altitude Addicts notes that the visit highlighted a convergence between domestic engineering talent and industrial policy. Together, these forces have enabled the creation of a technological capability that was previously limited to a small number of global suppliers. Until recently, the vertical gradient freeze method was dominated primarily by two companies in Germany. These companies were PVA Tipla and Freiberger Compound Materials. Freiberger Compound Materials has long been a major supplier of compound semiconductor substrates. The company produces gallium arsenide wafers used in advanced microelectronics and optoelectronics. PVA Tipla focuses on developing industrial crystal growth systems used by semiconductor manufacturers. Its equipment enables the production of compound semiconductor crystals with extremely low defect densities. Altitude Addicts explains that such crystals are essential for producing optoelectronic components like laser diodes and light-emitting devices. They are also widely used in high-frequency electronic systems. However, geopolitical developments complicated access to this technology for Russian companies. Sanctions and export restrictions made it increasingly difficult to purchase advanced crystal growth equipment from foreign suppliers. In fact, certain restrictions existed even before the introduction of more recent sanctions. As a result, Russia faced a strategic technological challenge. Without access to advanced crystal growth systems, domestic microelectronics development could be significantly limited. Altitude Addicts notes that the Lassard project emerged as a response to this challenge. Government support played a key role in enabling the project. The Russian Ministry of Industry and Trade recognized the strategic importance of crystal growth technologies. The ministry launched a research and development program to create a domestic solution. An experimental design project was commissioned to build equipment capable of performing the vertical gradient freeze process. Lassard accepted the challenge and began developing the required system from scratch. This effort required expertise in several complex engineering disciplines. Altitude Addicts explains that the project combined thermal engineering, materials science, mechanical design, and industrial software development. Integrating these fields into a single functioning system posed a major engineering challenge. After several years of development, the company successfully constructed an installation capable of producing high-quality monocrystals. These crystals include gallium arsenide and germanium. Understanding the vertical gradient freeze method helps explain why this achievement is significant. The method is one of the most advanced techniques used to grow semiconductor crystals. The process begins with polycrystalline raw materials placed inside a crucible. The material is heated until it melts completely. A seed crystal is positioned at the bottom of the crucible. As the material gradually cools, crystallization begins from the seed. Altitude Addicts explains that the defining feature of the method is the carefully controlled temperature gradient. Engineers precisely regulate heat flow through the furnace. This controlled environment allows the crystal to grow with a highly ordered structure and very few defects. Compared with other techniques such as the Czochralski method, VGF can provide better structural uniformity for certain compound semiconductors. Gallium arsenide is one of the most important materials produced with this method. Its electronic properties allow devices to operate at extremely high frequencies. Altitude Addicts notes that gallium arsenide components are widely used in satellite communications, radar systems, radio frequency circuits, and laser technologies. These applications make the material strategically important. Lassard intentionally designed its crystal growth system using mostly domestic components. According to company representatives, the majority of mechanical assemblies were produced in Russia. The thermal unit at the center of the system was built using graphite materials supplied by Russian manufacturers. Electronic control modules and power systems were also developed locally. Altitude Addicts explains that the software controlling the entire crystal growth process was written by the company's engineers. This software manages temperature conditions and monitors crystal formation in real time. High localization was essential for ensuring independence from foreign suppliers. In the semiconductor industry, specialized components and software are often tightly regulated. The crystal growth process itself begins with careful preparation of raw materials. These materials are combined into a precisely formulated mixture called a charge. The charge is placed into the crucible along with the seed crystal. The assembly is then inserted into the vertical gradient freeze furnace. Inside the furnace, the material melts completely and forms a liquid phase. As cooling begins, the seed crystal initiates the formation of a single crystal structure. Altitude Addicts reports that each Lassard installation can grow 3 crystals simultaneously. The crystals gradually grow upward as the solidification front moves through the molten material. Crystal growth occurs very slowly to maintain structural quality. The typical growth rate is approximately 1 to 2 millimeters per hour. Depending on customer requirements, the crystals reach diameters between about 100 and 150 millimeters. The complete growth process may take roughly 2 weeks. Once the crystals are produced, they undergo additional processing. Large cylindrical crystals are cut into thin slices, known as wafers. These wafers are then polished to create extremely smooth surfaces. They serve as substrates for building complex semiconductor structures. Altitude Addicts explains that additional epitaxial growth processes are used to deposit ultra-thin layers of semiconductor materials onto the wafer surface. These layered structures are called heterostructures. Through photolithography and microfabrication, the structures can be transformed into electronic components. Examples include optical sensors, high-frequency transistors, and laser diodes. Such components are used in telecommunications networks, aerospace systems, defense equipment, and advanced computing devices. This demonstrates the broad importance of semiconductor materials. Lassard itself is a relatively young company in Russia's technology sector. It was founded in Moscow in 2015. The company initially focused on engineering research and technical innovation. Its activities include machine tool technologies and advanced scientific development. Altitude Addicts notes that over the past decade, the company has steadily expanded its capabilities in high-precision industrial systems. By 2024, the company reported revenues of approximately 2.6 billion rubles. The company also recorded profits of more than 126 million rubles. These figures illustrate its growing role within Russia's technology industry. The development of VGF crystal growth equipment demonstrates how newer engineering firms can contribute to strategic technological capabilities. This becomes possible when scientific expertise is combined with targeted government support. Altitude Addicts emphasizes that domestic semiconductor materials production has become increasingly important in global technology competition. Supply chain disruptions and export restrictions have highlighted the risks of dependence on foreign suppliers. By mastering the vertical gradient freeze method, Russia has strengthened its ability to produce key materials for microelectronics and photonics. Although this achievement does not solve every challenge in semiconductor manufacturing, it represents a critical step. It demonstrates how coordinated industrial policy and scientific research can overcome technological barriers. Altitude Addicts concludes that Russia's entry into this specialized field signals its intention to remain active in the evolving global high-technology manufacturing landscape. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.